Okay, let's move this up a little bit. You can see what's going on. This is the Sarah's distance travel versus time graph from point A to B. Now, this is part E, I believe. Where half as far for each part, it takes the same length of time. So at the same time. Okay. So what does that mean? It means that so it goes half as far on each part of the trip, but takes the same length of time. So each point xy, or f of x, gets transformed goes to the time is the same, but takes half the time. So I could change each xy to x to 1 half y. I could do that. So half of 0 is that, half of 20 is 10, half of 20 is 10, half of 80 is 40, half of 90 is 45, half of 100 is 50. So you see, then last time we went towards the x-axis, this time we're going towards the y, away, we're getting all the y's and making them half as high. So at the end, she's at 100 miles. Now she only went 50 miles. So she took the same time, 130 minutes, but she only went 50 miles. And she started at the same place. And she didn't go as far for lunch. She only went 10 miles out. She must have gone to a different place or a little Piper Pizza that's closer. But she stayed the same amount of time for lunch, 20 minutes. The traffic nightmare was just as bad. Well, maybe not too bad. It was even worse. 30 minutes. And she only went half as far. Okay. So how do I affect the function? Well, it says so right here, if you want to do that. So s of x would be half of times or 1/2 or 50% of f of x. That's what I want to do for each part. Okay. Or I could have it here if I wanted to. 1/2 times and get this whole thing. 1/2. Well, that starts becoming messy. The parentheses and all that. Put the half out here. You see that it's working. But having a hard time here. So a cleaner solution to this notice I don't have to mess with restrictions because that's x. The input's the same, x, but the output, the f of x, the rule has to be halved. So it's the output that was halved. So simply put, I would say that S1 of x equals half right arrow F1 of x. And I should change it to the appropriate color. Two of x equals half of f2 of x is 3 of x equals half. You can also do 50%. Okay. And we can match the colors like before. There it is. The new graph showing that Sarah traveled the same uh, half the distance as before in the same time. There are the functions, and there's the table based on the original functions.